What's up everybody, it's AfroDJMac. We're going to talk about using Ableton's push to create drum beats. Right now I have a drum rack loaded. It's called the 8-Bit Drum Selector Kit. It's a part of my 8-Bit Super Pack, which is a collection of Ableton Live instruments made from a Nintendo Entertainment System and a Game Boy using a really cool piece of hardware called the SYNTHBOY. So if we look at our push, our bottom left-hand corner is where our drum pads are located, and the brightly lit yellow ones show that there's a pad there. We can scroll through our drum pads by using the octave up and down button, and you'll notice on the screen that I'm shifting through the different drum banks I have here, 16 pads at a time, or I can use my touch strip to do exactly the same thing. Suppose you want to move at a finer resolution, you just hold down the shift button, and when you press the octave up and down buttons, you'll scroll by one row of pads or 4 pads at a time. And the same thing is true for the touch strip. This allows you to just navigate a little bit smoother. So up top here, we have our step sequencer. And right now, my sequence is set to 16th notes. And this allows us to choose the resolution of our step sequencer. We can go 16th, 8th, quarters. And each button will represent now a 16th note. I'm going to draw on some kick drums, and you'll see we're at 16th note. If I move to 8th note, the resolution changes. So each one of these buttons is now an 8th note. And if I go to quarter notes, now each button is a quarter note. So I'll go back to 16th notes. I can select a different drum by pressing it. If I don't want to hear it, I'll just hold the select button and pick the pad. This way you don't have to hear the pad every time you select it. And I'll draw on some snare drums right here. So I'm starting to build my beat. I can go to another sound, hi-hats for instance, and draw them in. Now suppose I don't like that pattern. I can simply hold delete and select the pad, and all of those sounds will be deleted. There are some other ways to enter notes on the step sequencer. We can hit record, and now anything we play will become part of our step sequence. If we listen to that, not a very great performance. So what we can do is hold delete, take that out, and if we go to Quantize, hold that down, we can turn on record Quantize, and we can set the Quantize amount. I'm going to lower it to about 90%. And we can set the resolution. Right now it's 16th notes. I'm going to give us a little swing as well. So now, when I play in my hi-hats, they will be quantized to 16th notes with that little bit of swing. So let's hear what that sounds like. Perfect timing. Now suppose we want something a little faster than 16th notes. We can switch to 32nd notes. And then right here I'm going to draw on some extra notes. Right now we're focused on the first page of our 2-bar pattern. If I select this, we will move to the second page. And I can draw on other notes there. One other way we can record things in is using repeat mode. So I'm going to press repeat and select 16th notes. And now as I hold the pad, I will be playing 16th notes on my hi-hat. If I engage record, I'll start recording these. Something fun you can do is change the resolution of repeat mode. So I'm going to record something right now. And this is what I got. If we want to double our loop, all we have to do is hit the double button, and you'll watch here and on the screen that that loop is now doubled. And I'm going to select this particular section right here, and I'm going to take out some of these hi-hats. Give us a little variation. Maybe I'll put a clap on this second part of our loop. I'm going to hold the first button of my loop, play all 4 bars. If you'd like to mute a particular drum, you simply hold the mute button, and I'm going to mute my hi-hats by pressing it. Now my hi-hats are muted, and we can see that because it's orange when it's not playing. can also solo different sounds by holding solo, and I'll solo my kick drum. And you'll notice the kick drum stays lit blue when it's soloed. I'll unsolo it by holding the button and selecting the pad again.
WinkSound is your source for free music and audio technology videos featuring Ableton Live. Join the conversation by following WinkSound on Twitter and YouTube to keep up with everything you need to know about music and audio technology.